How does this actually work? Well, the first thing we have to do is we have to acquire a property, right? So in order to come in, there's a couple of requirements. Number one, you want to have at least a 700 FICO score. Number two, utilization under 40%. And number three, you want to be making at least $60,000 a year for the last 2 years to make sure this process goes smoothly. So the first step into this situation is getting you funding. We're going to get you between $50,000 to $80,000 and 0% interest so that you can leverage into Airbnb and maximize profits. Second step, now we're going to go into acquisition of property. When we're going into acquisition, for the example of the property we just saw, let's say it's $300,000. So we're gonna help you get into this, get qualified. Mortgage will be around $1,650 on something like that. When you go over here, let's say we get you approved, you need $15,000 down, $7,000 for closing costs. That's what the funding at 0% interest is for. We can help you leverage that to make sure we can get you in. After closing, we wanna do minor renovations and appreciations to make sure we're maximizing profits. So let's move over here. After the startup costs are taken care of, let's look at the cash flow. Well, first of all, a property like this should be generating $8,000 to $10,000 a month. Now, with that being said, this one we just showed, screenshot here, it did actually $16,000 in the last 30 days. But you can conservatively expect $8,000 to $10,000. So look at the mortgage, $1,650, utilities about $1,000. Management fees is going to be ongoing because we want to make sure this is always operating 1,000% on autopilot. $800 to $1,000 there. Cleaning to make sure that this is presentable when people are staying. Any miscellaneous things is just things so we're stocked up, we're always ready to go, and the property looks great. So after minusing expenses, you're looking at about $4,500 in income, right? So that's this 50-50 split with us to make sure that your Airbnb is operating on autopilot. So this is what's happening. You have a fixed debt with ever appreciating accumulation of wealth when it comes to income and equity value in your property. And the only thing you have to do is log into the app and check your profits.